Greetings everyone, I'm Lavashka from Eurodream and today we have a very special guest with us, ANIRUDH SINDE, one of our students who appeared for TOLC exam and scored really well. So without a further ado, let's get into the video and know more about his preparation and other informative insights. Greetings ANIRUDH.
Yeah, hello ma'am.
Yeah, hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great too. So before kickstarting this session, I would like you to introduce yourself.
Okay, so I am ANIRUDH SINDE and I am currently 18 years of age and I live in Khirkia in Madhya Pradesh and I have completed my 12th from St. Jude School, Khirkia, and I have been looking for my bachelor studies now, and I have give TOLC English TOLC in which I get 35.25 out of 50.
That's great. That's amazing. So can you just brief us what this exam is and also why you decided to opt for this exam?
Okay, so I will give the brief about the TOLC exam. So basically, I gave the English TOLC so which consists of 4 sections in which 4 subjects are asked. Like it is in the sequence. Like the first one is the mathematics, then second is logic, and third one is the science, and the other one is reading comprehension. So these are the 4 sections. So there are a total of 50 questions in the TOLC exam, and they are divided like in maths. There are 20 questions in which 15 minutes of time is allotted, and for logic and science and reading comprehension there are 10 questions each, with the time allotted for each section is 20 minutes. So for math is enough. There is enough time for the math section, and for every answer answered correctly is 1 marks, and if you have wrong answer then it is a negative marking also there is, which is of 0.25 marks. So that should also be taken in the mind before giving the exam. And why I opt for it, why I decided to give the exam is because I was asked to give the TOLC to get admission in the Italian Public University, and also it boosts up my profile. And if I get a high score in TOLC, if you get the high score, you can get admission in the top universities. So that's why I gave exams, and it is also helpful to get the offer letter at time, like for giving TOLC.
Yeah, amazing. So what was your initial preparation like? How did you started preparing for this exam?
So basically, I will tell you about that. It was very tough for me to start my initial preparation because I don't know from where to start, because the resources, the material, and all the things are not available for TOLC. So basically, I just found all the things on the CZIA website. I just read all the articles regarding that, and then I found that don't waste time on searching other than the CZIA website. Just search all the things. All the things are just there in the CZIA website, right? And basically, so it was easier for me because when I look at the syllabus, so I was preparing for the IIT JEE examination from last 2 years. So I just saw the topics of the TOLC, and then I saw them like, yeah, they are in my topic also, like they are from 11th and 12th only. So that was easier for me to prepare. But to prepare for someone other, so I will basically recommend them to just see the syllabus, write it down, and take the topics which you know and which you don't know. Just start looking for them, searching for them on YouTube, and clearing the concept. And what I suggest is just what I had done is like just solve the questions. Like I had solved the questions again and again, and done practice, and then give the TOLC from there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that there was no any specific resources available for preparing.
Yeah.
So is the references that you looked out for, or any resource material other than the website material that you looked out for?
Okay. So other resources, I basically suggest you that first of all go to the CZIA website. There are 3 books called the mentors in that website, like mentors of science, mentors of logic, and mentor of mathematics. So I will suggest you first of all do that, because each of the book consists of around 90 questions each. So just solve them. And what I basically had done is like answered the question from the book and also searched the similar question on the web. So I have solved according to that. So that was my material. Like I have searched all that, and there are also sample tests given on the CJ website. I have also solved them because the number of questions you are solving, the more and more you are practicing, then the more score you are getting in the TOL. So that was my resource material. I will suggest, but there's a problem. Like the PDFs there in the CJ website, all are in the Italian language. So first of all, you have to download them and translate them in English. So that's the thing. And if you solve question, then TOL will be easier for you.
Okay. So concentrating on your preparation journey, like translating documents into Italian language, and then finding the resources, like the correct resources for preparation. How do you think, like, how much time does it take to prepare for this examination?
Okay, so there are two scenarios. Like first is that if you know the basics till 12th, so I would suggest that if you know the basic, just write down the topics, and if you know topics like 60% of the topics you know and 40% you don't know. Now then you will require around 1 to 1.5 months for that to prepare for TOL. The second scenario is that if you don't know basic, like all the topics they are written, you don't know about them. So what you have to do is first of all gain the knowledge about them and search the videos on YouTube and then start solving the questions. So it will require a lot of time. So I would suggest that first of all before booking the seat in the TOL exam, first of all look at the topics, then write them down. And if you don't know the topics, just start preparing for them 3 months before the exam. Before booking the seat, 3 months before the exam, you have to do that. If you don't know the basics, if you do the basics, know the basics, you can give them in 2 months only. Give the exam in.
Okay, so like understanding of basics will be a bit of a benefit.
Yeah, that's the benefit for TOL.
So what is the difficulty range of the exam? Is it easy, moderate, or like very difficult?
Like I had already told that there are two scenarios there. Like for basic one, if you know the basics, then it will be easier for you to give TOL. But if you don't know, then it will be like tougher. But overall, I will suggest that the TOL exam is moderate, not very much tough, and not very much easy. So I would suggest that clear your basics because it's like basic exam only. Like basic questions are asked. Some of the questions you can answer in just 10 to 20 seconds if you know the basic, because it's directly from the books, from that book which is mentioned on the CJ website.
Alright. So any last suggestion that you want to give for the students who will be preparing for this examination in the future?
Okay, so my suggestions according to the students who are preparing. So I will suggest that solve as many as questions as you can. First of all, I will also suggest that the books there are the 3 books. Just solve all the questions mentioned in them. There are around 180 questions. No, more than 180 questions. So solve all of them. And before going to give the exam, 2 days before, there are 2 practice tests given in the SEB browser in the TOLC mock area. So when you go to the mock area, you will find the practice area there, and there you can find the SEB browser from where you can give the 2 exams which are really like the TOLC exam itself. So you will get a knowledge that how the TOLC is conducted on the day of the exam. So give all of them, and I would also suggest that solve the questions from another like NCERT books also. You can solve because basic questions are also there in the TOLC exam. And another thing that I had experienced when I gave TOLC was, so for mathematics there is a 50 minutes of time range. So that is what you have enough time for that. So suppose if you solve like all the 20 questions in 30 minutes, you have extra 20 minutes of time remaining, which you cannot use for another section. So you have to just jump on to the another section, and you cannot use extra time for there. So I would suggest that take your time in maths. There is enough time for that. But after maths, there is a section logic. So for logic, you will require a lot of time. So what I suggest that do it fast for the logic exam, and do the all the questions fast, because I had according to my experience, I had done like 10 out of 8 questions only. The 2 questions are not written by me because of lack of time. So I would suggest that do it fast as soon as you can do, because there will be no time remaining in the logic section. And in the science section, there are like basic questions which you can do like in 10 to 15 minutes all the questions, so that's not an issue. But after science, you will be getting to the reading section, and the reading section is the last, which is difficult because you have done all the exam, all the 3 sections. Now your concentration level is decreased. So what I had experienced is when I go to the reading comprehension part, so when I was reading the paragraph, I was not able to answer the questions which was asked in that. So what I would suggest, that if you have remaining time in the science section, like 2 minutes are remaining, so what I suggest that sit back and relax for 2 minutes, gather your concentration, and then go to the reading comprehension. That's my suggestion to the students, because when you gather your concentration, you are able to answer the questions in the reading section.
Alright.
Because in reading section, like I got marks like 2.5 out of 10. So if someone has already told me that you have to be very careful in the reading comprehension because it's tough, so I would already be prepared for that. So that are the things I would suggest, and don't waste your time on any other books or any other like material rather than from the Caesar website only, and practice lot of questions. Then you can definitely get good marks in the TOL.
Oh. So this was really informative, I must say, and congratulations for scoring so good.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So thank you for connecting to us. It was a really informative session, and I hope this will be helpful for the students who will be preparing for this examination in future.
Okay, and all the best for the students who are giving the TOL. Have a great marks in that. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So this was about his preparation journey of TOLC examination. If you like the video, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. If there's any other topic that you want us to cover, then do mention that in the comment section down below. Till then, keep flying high with hero dreams.